just to get off the business for a minute and take it to the boxing ring, Tank and Ryan's official. What does Ryan got to do to win that fight, Bernard? He is the underdog.
What's the undernova? What's the underdog numbers?
I could take a look for you just real quick. Let me see. I didn't know if you bet or not either, Bernard.
4-1? No, I don't bet.
Yeah. I just checked the odds. I don't bet either. But okay, plus 220 on Ryan, minus 250 on Tank. So you got to bet 250 on Tank to get 100. Yeah.
Okay. If you see my Trinidad fight, I did bet my sponsor money that I got for the Golden Palace. Right. I do bet, but I bet on myself.
Right.
But let me tell you what I'm going to bet on this one fight.
You're lucky you like Pete Rose from your Phillies.
First of all, I'm going to tell you who's going to win the fight. I believe Ryan's going to win the fight, but I believe Ryan's going to have to do these important things. He have to beat Ryan Garcia. He also have to not prove that he can fight Tank's fight. What you mean by that? Okay. He keep Tank in the center of the ring. And he keeps space between him and his fist. Then Ryan will be so elusive and not running and so hard to hit unless he fights Tank's style. This fight is going to be who comes in this ring with the mentality of I'm going to get you by any means necessary. Ryan Garcia has to do the best that he does, and I think the world knows that, but he's going to have to find something that he already has that he didn't have to use and use it now. Tank has to do what he's been doing.
Mm-hmm.
Walking you down, making you fight him off you, get you into an exchange of punching and ducking, and he hits you with one punch, and normally it's over. If Ryan don't get sucked in his passion, of Tank's passion, and get in a shootout, that's the only time that I believe he's vulnerable. That is Ryan Garcia. He has to fight Tank like you're fencing. If he fights Tank like he's fencing, Tank will wait because he can't adjust to picking up the speed that he's going to be overwhelmed with. But fireworks will come at Ryan Garcia. Ryan has to not only avoid some of those more than he gets hit with.
And some people wonder about, they say he leaves his chin up. The defense is a question mark for people.
Listen, I'm going to give it to you the way I see it. I'm watching film already of both guys. He must put the tennis ball under his chin through the whole camp and box with it with one hand tied behind his back. Bowie Fischer.
Rest in peace.
Everybody want to look what they doing. Everybody want to look at what they doing, who they punching, or how the punch is. In Utah, Tank is going to be throwing Tank bombs. The head cannot be up. That tennis ball has to be here. And he has to keep distance to hit and not get hit. And he's going to have to rubberneck a couple of things too. He's going to have to rubberneck.
Can he learn all that savvy in this camp, though?
He already know it. He got goose.
Okay.
He already know he got goosing. Just got to do it and got to be disciplined with it. All right, he know that stuff. He been in the amateurs. They didn't all of them been in the ring with each other through 5 times. Trust me, they all know each other. They all been, they know each other.
So,
No, they not. No, they grown. They got a little age on them now. They no longer kids. They not. But that got to count for something. They got to count for at least what I would say confidence. Yeah, they all been in the amateurs. They seen each other. The dads know each other. The whole 9 yards. But when that bell rings, they know they in the pros. No headgears. Gloves are smaller, 8 ounces. The first 4 or 5 rounds is going to be all about gaining control and respect. Do you really want this historic moment on your resume? Both fighters are going to have to answer that in front of you and I. Yeah, they're going to have to answer that. This will go down, I believe, based on Tank can't help himself, and Ryan damn sure can't help himself. They both are confident. They both have a swag. They both understand how importance of this moment. We should enjoy every bit of it, starting from press conference to training camp to the big night. Everyone that had a say, even media, early on, when it seemed like it would never happen, deserve not 5, not 6, but 1 pat on the back to understand that this should start a good addiction of fights that need to happen fast. Not tomorrow, but fast.
So Bernard, when you're saying early, keeping your distance, do you want Ryan to take his time in the first half of the fight, and then when Tank starts taking chances, trying to cut distance, that's when you let the hook go, and that's when the fireworks come in the second half of the fight? Or, correct, school me on
that. The second half of the fight is going to be real important for Ryan to maintain his skills to keep Tank from rolling over him. Tank needs to warm up.
Mm-hmm.
Tank needs time to warm up. He's a tank.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
It has nothing to do with weight. This has nothing to do. I'm trying to educate your followers so they understand that his name represents how he approached things. That's what I figured out, and that's how I broke it down scientifically. A tank needs time to roll. It so have nothing to do with him being slow. It's his demeanor. So now when you get around the 5th, the 6th, the 7th, the 8th round, the tank is on the roll now,
Mm-hmm.
and can't stop it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You can't stop the tank. Ryan Garcia ain't gonna be able to stop the tank in his tracks, but he's gonna be able to stop what he's doing. I'm gonna repeat that again to you. Ryan ain't gonna be able to stop the tank. He can't help himself. A tank do what a tank does. You can blow him up, but realistically, he's gonna have to maneuver around those tank bombs.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna have to bring out every skill from the amateurs to the pros to the research that he's done as far as looking at films of old, new, to try to add more ammunition just in case. I always been a person that looked at the present and the past and tried to always add something new to my style and not use it on the first night. It must be implicated and then executed in practice, training camp. It's practice. He's going to have to do all these things. He's going to have to fight near, if not a perfect fight, to win like I believe he's going to win.
By knockout or decision, Bernard?
I believe it's going to be a tough first half of the fight. Ryan Garcia makes it look easy the second half. He wins by unanimous decision.
You're the only man picking the fight by decision, period. Whether you got Tank or Ryan, everyone's saying it's knockout.
Unanimous decision.